today I'm going to be doing a buy or buy video on the Peripera ASMR collection. So the first thing I'm going to be reviewing in this line is the Sugar Twinkle glitter shadows. I love glitter shadows so much, and I'm sure that's very obvious if you've watched any of my videos, and to be completely honest, I'm gonna cut to the chase. These are a total buy for me, and so this is not gonna be so much of a is it worth it or not, but what I think I'm gonna do for this video, just to kind of do something a little bit different, is I'm gonna go through all the glitter shadows that I already have and kind of give you guys some comparison color swatches, because I of course love these. I totally recommend these if you love glitter. These are so convenient to apply, not just like specifically these, but just glitter cream shadows in general. But I have so many Korean ones, and I thought it'd be a good video to kind of do a little bit of an update and give you some like similar colors in this. So if you already have a lot of them like me, do you necessarily need these colors or not, depending on what you already have in your collection. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna swatch these on my eyes and let you guys see these colors and give you some similar colors that I have in my collection to let you guys know. So these are how they come to package. They're in these like little plastic bags, which I think, to be honest, like it is cute, but I feel like it's a little unnecessary. They could have just done like their regular cardboard boxes and that would have been fine. So these are the three colors in the line. I just realized this is the only one that has like a purple cap, and these have like the silver. It's kind of cute. I didn't even realize that till just now. But the three different colors, there is number 9. This one is called Coral Cracker. Then there's this one, number 8. This one is called Pink Sprinkle. And then the last one is this one. This one is number 7. And this one is called Paper Flower. The size of these are 2.8 grams each, which is the same size as their regular Sugar Twinkle. So if I compare these two, they are the exact same size and same component and everything, just the lid is a little bit different style. And I believe I paid like 42-ish or something like that for each one of these, and I think that's a really good price, especially if you're comparing it to something like the Stila Glitter and Glows. You know, those are like $24 a piece. These are about like, you know, just under $6 a piece, which I think is a really great deal, and I really like these. So these are totally a buy for me. But like I said, I'm gonna go through and swatch these and find similar colors that I already have in my collection, so that you can see if you already own some of these, do you necessarily need these colors, or are you like me and you just want to get them all? So here are the three colors swatched. I will do an up close, you can see these a little bit better, but that one here is the Coral Cracker color, this one is Pink Sprinkle, and then this one here is the Paper Flower color. Okay, so the first one I'm going to apply, this one is number 9. This one's in the color Coral Cracker, so I'm going to apply this one in the same way that I usually apply all of these types of glitter eyeshadows. So if you're not familiar with what I like to do, I like to scrape off quite a bit of the product into the little thing here, so I'm not getting too much at once, because it can crease if you apply too thick of a layer. So thin layers are the best way, in my opinion, to work with these types of products. And then I just like to take it and dab it on the lid. I like to focus it more on the inner corner and the inner half of my lid, but of course you could put it wherever you like. And then I just like to slowly build it up. And again, these aren't really something you want to put too many layers of, otherwise it can be a little bit more prone to creasing or kind of getting that crusty cracking look. So I'm going to just fan it a little bit, because I have hooded eyelids. The glitter tends to transfer to my upper lid if I don't let it set. So if you don't have hooded lids, then you could skip this step altogether, but I just like to fan it just for a few seconds. So that is the eye with the glitter. You can see the difference without and with. I just love the way it looks. It's so pretty and so simple. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on this eye. And another way you can do, if you like a little bit more glitter, I like to do just a little bit on the lower inner corner, and it kind of almost gives you the effect of like you've been crying glitter. I just love that look so much. And that is the color Coral Cracker. Okay, so this is the next color I'm going to be applying to my eyes. This one is called Pink Sprinkle. And as always, I'm going to be applying it the same way, just lightly tapping it onto my lid. And so this is the color Pink Sprinkle. And this is the color Paper Flower. It's the white colored one. I'm going to apply this just to my lid as always. The only thing I'm going to do different is, since this is a lighter one and I'm wearing a pretty dark eyeshadow look right now, I'm actually going to apply it to the back of my hand and apply it with a flat shader brush. You know, that way I don't have to ruin the actual applicator with my dark eyeshadow. So again, on the back of my hand, just going to take a little brush like this and pat it on to my lid. And that is how the Color Paper Flower looks on my eye. I know it's not the easiest to tell with this look how the color looks on its own, but this is more of just showing how I'm using these, not necessarily what this color looks like, but I also have swatches for that as well. So this is how I used the Color Paper Flower. So I went through the other 6 from the regular Sugar Twinkle line, and I grouped them to the closest one that they kind of matched in the 3 ASMR color ones. So the 3 ASMR ones are the ones right here, and then all the other ones are all of the regular Sugar Twinkle ones. And as far as all of them, are there any that are 100% like a spot on dupe? I'd say they're all pretty different. There are a couple that are a little bit similar, so I will let you guys know which ones those are. So if you already own those and you don't want to end up buying one that could be a little bit similar, then I will let you guys know what those are. Okay, so starting out with the first ASMR one, this one is the one Coral Cracker. This is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I really love this color. It's so beautiful. It's definitely not the most unique one though, but it's still pretty nonetheless. So out of all of the Sugar Twinkle ones, I think this one has the most similar kind of colors in the regular Sugar Twinkle line. Now the closest one I would have to say to the Coral Cracker one is this one. This one's called Beige Harmony. So this is actually the first one directly under the Coral Cracker in the picture of my swatches. Those two I would have to say are gonna be the most similar colors out of all of these together, but they're still not exactly 100% alike. I have to say that the Beige Harmony one is a little bit lighter in color. It's also slightly more golden, whereas the Coral Cracker one is just a little bit more like an orangey kind of bronze kind of color. But I would have to say that those two are going to be the closest to like color wise, but they're still not like super 100% dupes. So the next one I have is swatched directly below Beige Harmony. This one is called, I think it's Beige Kitten. No, Kitten Beige. To be honest, this one looks nothing like the ASMR one at all. This one's actually probably my most favorite one out of the regular Sugar Twinkle line, but it honestly doesn't even look that similar at all. It does have a bit of that same shimmer, like champagne color, but this one goes way more, compared to the other colors, it goes way more silver. I would not call this a silver cream shadow at all, but compared to the other ones, it looks almost like a platinum-y silver kind of color. So I only placed this one in the Coral Cracker side just because that's the closest one it leans to, but not the same at all. The next one swatched below that one is called French Flower. Now this one is much more orange compared to the ASMR color. I feel like this one is, again, similar, but it doesn't have those types of like greenish gold shimmer that really makes that ASMR color so unique. So this one, I feel like if Beige Harmony and the French Flower color, if they had a baby, I feel like that would be the closest one to the ASMR color. But to be honest, I wouldn't really call them dupes at all, but they are going to be a little bit closer. And the last one for the Coral Cracker side is the color Candy Cane. Now this one, again, it's not a dupe at all, but it is the most similar to that color. It's definitely not as bright or as warm as the ASMR one. So next, moving on to the second ASMR color. This one is the one in Pink Sprinkle. The closest one to this one is Pink Melody. So if I put these two together, you can probably see they definitely do look a little similar. But to be honest, these, I mean, if you have one, you probably don't need the other. But I can justify having the two of them because they are different. The ASMR one to me just has a lot more glitter to it, and it's almost like this rainbow glitter. It's not really necessarily one color of glitter, it's just almost like a pastel rainbow, which I just find that this one's so pretty. So I can actually justify owning both of these, but they are gonna be a little bit similar. In my opinion, the Pink Melody color is a little bit more of like a flaky kind of base colored one. It doesn't necessarily have as much glitter to it, and it has a little bit more of like an opaque base to it, whereas this one's a little bit more transparent. And then the final one I have for the ASMR collection is the Paper Flower one, which is that white kind of one. And again, this one also has a bit of that rainbow glitter to it. It's not necessarily one color. It almost goes a little bit like white to gold to lavender, which is so pretty. So I love this one so much as well, and I totally am glad I have it. The closest one in the Sugar Twinkle regular line is the one called 3 Carat Diamond. But looking at these two, I wouldn't really call them dupes, but they are going to be the most similar to each other. The 3 Carat Diamond one almost goes a little bit more to like a true silver, whereas the Paper Flower one just goes a little bit to that like baby pinky goldy lavender white. They actually are not as similar as you might think. To me, they look different. I do think that the 3 carat diamond one is a little more glitter heavy, whereas this one has just a little bit more of a base color to it. So overall, those are all of the colors that I swatched. And also, since I just reviewed these not too long ago, these are the Etude House Mirrorholic ones. I did a whole video dedicated to these as well. I also love these. I like these equally, so there's not really one I'd recommend over the other, but some of the colors are just a little bit similar. There's not really one that's super similar to this gold color here, so I'm not really gonna swatch that one. But I will also include pictures of these 2 ones because these can be a little bit similar to the ASMR ones. So if you already have one of these or you're trying to decide between the 2, I will insert pictures of these as well so you can get a little bit better idea of what these look like and which one you'd rather have. So the size of these are a little bit different. Now, of course, you cannot buy the Etude House ones individually, and this one is a limited edition color, so you can only get this one in that holiday set. But as far as the size goes, these were 2.8 grams, and I believe these were 2 grams. So it's really only 0.8 of a gram difference, but they look, you know, quite a bit different size. So for the pink sprinkle one compared to the Etude House one is called Snowflake on My Eyes. Having them swatched on my hand, I can say that the Etude House one right here is slightly more purplish than this one. I feel like overall these 2 colors are very similar, but I do think the Mirrorholic one is slightly stronger with the base color in it, and this one goes a little bit more purple, this one goes slightly more pink, but I do think that these are overall on the eyes, they're gonna look very similar. So if you only want one or the other, I will insert a picture of what these 2 look like side by side. And then the other 2 that are really close, of course, the ASMR Coral Cracker color, and the one from Etude House is called Rose Gold. So those 2 again are gonna be a little bit more similar. Now these I think are probably closer to each other than the last 2, but I still don't think these are like exactly the same. But if you do not want anything similar at all, then you would probably just want one of these. So like I said, I've tried so many Korean glitter eyeshadows and I love like a lot of them, and it's hard for me to really rank like a super favorite or like a top favorite one. It's more of like I said, a tier system. Like I've got some that are my grade A ones, then I've got some below that that are, you know, kind of okay, not that bad, and then there's some that I just really did not enjoy. So it's really hard for me to say like this is my #1 Korean glitter eyeshadow. I don't really think I could do that because there's so many ones that are so beautiful, but these definitely go in my top tier. So they are so pretty, and I feel like if you got some of these, you would not be disappointed. If you really like a glittery kind of look, then definitely check these out, and I hope that this video was helpful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below, and until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.